Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Sunday the 11th of April and there isn't very much wind today, and I'm very encouraged to see the turbine whizzing it round. It's only supposed to be 7 miles per hour, but because it's coming from the optimal direction, the turbine is lapping it up. I don't actually think it will be making any power at this speed, doing about 60 RPM, maybe 70 to 90. I'm trying to look at the bolt, but let's go see what it's making, just so you know. So that's about what it's up to. It's not connected to a battery at the moment, so it won't show anything in the amperage department. The main job for today is trying to sort out this bodge up, which is the tower stanchion, I guess you'd call it, on one side. You can actually see at the time I used a wheel complete with a tyre. The 30 FPS on the camera, although it's HD and it looks pretty clean, it can't really stick up with the speed the blades are moving at. I'm just going to go sharpen my spade and then we can clean that out a bit first. And if you can see that wobbling. A lot more wobble as it's slowing down. I know the blades do need balancing, but I'm pretty sure the primary source of the wobble is the poor tower, but we shall see. I've just noticed how bad it is over this side and the angle it's leaning at, and I think the tyre's actually coming out this side, so I need to be getting rid of this. This tool's still saving me a hell of a lot of time. Show you how loose the chain is, and it really catches the wind well when it's like that. I think that little bit of slack, as I've said before, gives the blades a chance to move round even only 1 or 2 degrees, and that helps it get started. So yeah, wouldn't have thought it'd work like that, but so this is back end, and I had a somewhat strange idea about fitting some kind of flywheel device, which is basically a weight on the back which would have a collar and would go on and then be bolted on. I was hoping that would be 25mm because I've only just found this, but it's obviously 30, so maybe put that one on ice, but that is something I'm interested in doing. Still feels like it's in there mega strong, but take the turnbuckles off. Right, this is a bit of a mess really. Can't see any choice other than to dig the whole blooming thing out, which I was definitely hoping not to do. You can see from this angle what I mean. That tyre, this bit of the tyre wheel was coming out, poking up here. So, sorry, a bit wobbly for a second. Just with the simple bashing, I've managed to get it like that. So that is a start. Right, the grinder's what we need. I've never cut rubber with a grinder. Let's get my gloves on. Right, still putting up a fight. Just going to take these off and then get the bashing pail. That should be okay. If it falls over, good. Now I'm wondering if we give this a whack, if we can get it a bit straighter. These bolts have been in a long time. Years. Oh, bolt. Let's go put all this stuff somewhere safe. Ugh. Right, that gives us a better view. Shame I haven't got anything over that way to tie the winch to pull it over a bit. All I can try doing is if I can get some kind of metal shenanigans in here. Hello little wormies, sorry to have disturbed your tranquil Sunday morning. I'm very sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that stuff is disgusting. There. Gross. Whoa, I need a drink. Do you remember this beast, the old top of the tower? Ugh. I need to cut these bits of metal off so that I can use them in the ground. They're serving no purpose at the moment. That was awesome. I don't know where you can see that. I'm not sure it's going to come off, but let's give it a few more hefty whacks and it may decide its better days are behind it. Let's cut it down here and that should come off. Lovely jubbly. I don't know why, I was amazed how shiny that looked. So, that's how you get a brake disc off. In a bizzle. Right, this may end up badly. I've got it tied to the car and I'm just going to try and give it a little tug. Give it another little tug. One more go. Right, we need some heavy metal. Right, this is what we're going to use, so just got to go get the grinder, get this bad boy cleaned up. Move on with the welding because it's starting to rain. That worked pretty well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of these in. I'm going to put another one coming this way. It doesn't matter that it doesn't touch the sides because I'm going to fill the whole thing with concrete and then it will just set in place. So the idea is get a couple more over here. The main stresses are going to be both this way. If you think about it, it's not going to be getting stressed from over there or over there. So it's going to want to come either this way or this way if it can, but hopefully the plan is it won't be able to. Sweet. As usual, I have no idea if this will work. It's basically going all the way to my gate post, and what I'm going to do is set the camera up this end, crank it on. I'm going to try and move it over that way a bit to somewhere like here. Just show you the welding turned out alright. So yeah, hopefully if we can get it in the right place we'll be sorted. The slack line should tighten up as I crank the old wincho. There you go. Not there yet. There she goes. Still not there, tightening up on the gate post. Right, I need to go set the camera over there and some kind of shenanigans so we can see if it moves. Hopefully my phone camera picking up this beautiful bird, you'll hear it for a minute while I go over and prepare. There it is. Enjoy. I've pulled it over a little bit. So now, hopefully that big brick will fit in that hole. Not quite. Better get my hands in there and get all the SHIT out of there. I'm just going to finish my cup of tea. Aye? Right, let's start getting the concrete chisel. Concrete expert, but I've got a big bucket of water, some fast drying cement and some sand. So, action time. Lovely. Right, I'm going to pour half the bag of cement in first. We're going to go for a whole bag of cement to 2 bags of sand. So I'm just going to go for half a bag at the minute, approximately. Nasty. Oh shit, look at this stuff bubbling already. Let's get this sand in there then. Look at that for a witch's brew. Jesus, can you see it bubbling? That's so weird. Oh, I'm guessing I best not mess about then. Well, this is great fun. If you do this for a job, it must be quite awesome. It's way too liquidy, isn't it? Right, more sand. Just going to move the bucket to where I want it eventually because it's going to start getting bloody heavy. All I can really do is keep mixing until I get something a bit more consistent and then I'll pour it in. Nice and runny, so I'm just going to lob the last bag of sand over it and hope for the best. Idea. Well, I've put some big blocks in there as well to displace a little bit, and I'll just have to go and get some more concrete tomorrow, but that should be a drastic improvement on what we had. It's just started raining, so I've covered it up and we'll see how it pans out in the next video. Peace.